my YouTube channel. I am Adeyemo J. Janet. It's my pleasure to have you here today. So, for the purpose of this video, I would like to introduce myself appropriately. Okay, so I'd like to introduce myself appropriately because of how important this video is. I am Adeyemo J. Janet, an award-winning public speaker and an award-winning creative writer. Yes, I give glory to God for everything. I give glory to God for everything. And I must say this, as at the time of making this video, I will be publishing my third book, and it's a fictional ebook. It's titled Bruce Hill. It's very important you get your copy. Let me tell you something about getting your copy, especially when you make a pre-order. When you make a pre-order, you're going to get a copy of Bruce Hill, a compendium of my works. You know, I'm a creative writer, so you're going to get a compendium of my works, and you are also going to have a closed discussion with me on WhatsApp, in a closed WhatsApp group. Yes, 800 Naira as your pre-ordering money, and you're going to get 3 packages for 800 Naira. And it's important I tell you that these bonuses are for only those who pre-order. Do get your copy. The book will be released on the 17th of September 2022. The pre-ordering will end on the 16th of September 2022. So it's very important you pre-order before 17th of September 2022. So right away, let's right into what we have for you today. As part of the beautiful things that God has helped me to achieve, I would like to tell you that by the grace of God, I came out as the second prize winner of the just concluded BEWA Content Challenge. It was part of the biggest writers festival in Africa. The biggest writers festival in Africa. I literally came out as the second prize winner. Not just that, I got an award as one of the illustrious writers in Africa, the Illustrious African Writers Award. I was given that award. I also got listed as one of the top 10 video content creators, as well as one of the top 10 creative writers in Africa. And I was also listed among the top 50 most engaged content creators. That is amazing, and I am so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed with these awards. I give real glory to God. I appreciate God for everything. I must also say that in as much as I am grateful to God and I am so happy to God for making these things come through in my life, I would like to tell you that I had my part to play. I played my part. I didn't just sleep on my bed and wake up one morning to realize that, oh my God, I have won an award, or I have been announced as the second prize winner of BEWA. In case you're confused as to what BEWA is, BEWA means Brilliant Entrepreneur and Writers Academy. It is one of the largest conventions of content creators in Africa. Yes, I'm so grateful to God for that opportunity to be one of the top winners at BEWA. I would like to inform you that BEWA will be organizing her next contest soon, her next content challenge soon, and it's very important you go for it. There are lots of things I learned while I participated at the content challenge by BEWA. I would like to share some of the things I did before the contest, during the contest, and after the contest. I know this will be very important to you, especially if you are interested in writing challenges online, or probably any regular challenge. This year alone, I have participated in numerous challenges. most of which were of great impact to me. Here are some of the things I did before BEWA Content Challenge. 1. I found my why and I pursued it. 2. I studied what the challenge was all about. Like, I literally studied what the challenge was all about. And 3, I had a content bank. So here is it. Just so you know, I'm going to be very much particular about writing because I write, and I will also be particular about speaking because I'm a public speaker. I found my why and I pursued it. What does this mean? Before BEWA Content Challenge, I've always been a writer. Some time ago, I realized that I made attempts to attend numerous online courses because of the prospects these courses offer. I have also attended physical trainings on graphics design, on digital marketing and the likes, whereas I am not using them. It is very important to note that when I say I am not using the skill, I do not mean that I am not practicing the skill in any way. That's not what I mean. I mean that I am not using the skill to make money or as using the skill as a source of income. No, I just learned this skill and I just know them. And probably when the need arises for me to just make use of the skill, then I make use of these skills. But basically or precisely, I'm not using them. Many persons do not know that I have some of these skills, which is a good thing in a way because I do not have the intention of using them to make money, but somehow these skills have helped me build myself over the time. But like I said, sometimes or at a point in my life, I realized that I have learned a lot of skills. I have learned a lot of things that are not directly what I want to do. I will leave a link here for you to watch the video where I spoke about having a lot of skills but you're not making money with them. That was my story. That was me then. Yes. Having realized that, I decided to engage myself with certain courses online, certain skills that are in line with what I have interest in. I have interest in media. I love public speaking. I love creative writing. I love media. I love cinematography. I love media generally, publications, spoken words. I'm a spoken word artist. I love media. So I decided to channel my energy, that positive energy I have, into what I have interest in. Instead of me going to learn website designing, it will amaze you to note that I am a website designer. I can design a website. I design my website, you know. So instead of me just putting different skills together, and by the way, I'm not making money with them, I'm not practicing them, I'm not doing anything with them, I decided to channel my energy into learning what ought to be learned. And when that started, I thank God for everything. I was able to go for courses that had to do with public speaking. I had to go for courses that had to do with writing. I had to go for courses that had to do with spoken word, and a lot. While I was learning these skills, I began to connect with like-minded persons who are in line with what I have interest in. Yes, I began to connect with them, and gradually I began to read their posts. I began to see the me I desired to be in some persons, and then I pursued it. That is the meaning of me finding my why and pursuing it. Why am I interested in writing? Am I interested in writing because everybody is writing? It will amaze you to note that there's a difference between an English coach and a writing coach. Yes, an English coach may not be able to write in such a way that it penetrates into the emotions of the audience. An English coach will teach you punctuation. An English coach knows what ought to be done in writing. But a writing coach will take you just beyond knowing how to write, knowing how to present your words appropriately in a formal way, to you communicating with your audience, to you making money with your skill in writing. A writing coach will tell you that you have a book in you. Everybody have a book in you. Everybody can write. You can learn how to write whether or not you are a born writer. That's a writing coach. So basically, I found my why. And when I found my why, I realized that in as much as I love writing, I needed what is more than a talent. I needed what is more than a talent. I went for physical trainings. Oh my God, I remember going for a physical training on writing. I think the training was organized by Inemesi. Yes, the training was organized by Inemesi. I went for the training. I attended various trainings on writing. These were the things I did before BEWA. And it's also important to note that I also engaged in online challenges, online contests. And I learned from these contests. This was me finding my why. I realized that writing was beyond me posting online, posting motivational speeches online, and people liking them and saying, oh, well done, keep it up. I wanted to be good at what I do. Recently, I was talking to a particular person who I'm kind of coaching. I was talking to her and she was like, okay, she went for a training and we're just having a good time conversing. And then I told her that yes, I am in a particular training. And she said, are you serious? That do I still go for trainings? Oh my God! There is no end to learning. As far as you have life and God is helping you, there is no end to learning. You keep learning every day. You keep learning. So I was like, what feat have I achieved that makes you think that I don't go for trainings? You keep learning. In as much as I have value to offer and I can give you these values, I still have people I learn from. Do you understand? So yes, I found my why. I did not just want to be any writer. I wanted to be good at what I do. I went for trainings, I went for online contests, and yes, that was me finding my why and pursuing it. And I made sure I showed up consistently online. I was challenged by a lot of persons. There are a lot of persons I've seen them do big stuff online, and man, they are really challenging me for me to buckle up and be the me I am meant to be. So that was the first thing I did, finding my why. I want to be a very good creative writer. It means that I am not going to be the one who goes for an online course without knowing why I should go for it. Some of us, we see some online courses, like I just told you now, there's a difference between an English coach and a writing coach. That's why I said I found my why. I wanted to be good, like really, really good at what I do, and I pursued it. I thank God for ordering my steps and pursuing it. 2, I said that I studied what the challenge was all about, what the contest was all about, what BEWA contest was all about, what the biggest writers festival contest in Africa was all about. Yes, I studied it. When I mean I studied it, I did not mean I had to go to libraries to start looking for the meaning of BEWA. No. No, not that. Okay, so this was what happened. I literally cannot say how I got to hear about the contest challenge. If I try to connect the dots, I would say I kind of saw it on somebody's timeline, probably someone who was going for the contest, and I had to like check what's this contest all about. So I went there and I saw the necessaries needed for the contest. When I saw everything, I was like, Amazingly, one of the criteria or one of the rules guiding the contest was do not write anything less than 600 words, as well as do not write anything more than 1,000 words. Like, this was a lot for me because you have to think. Okay, before I go on, I would like to say I would like to merge my point 2 and point 3 together. Point 2, I said I studied what the challenge was all about, and then for point 3, I said that I had a content bank. Yes, so I have to merge them together because the content bank kind of got developed when I began studying what the challenge was all about. This is the book I used to outline my work for BEWA. Yes, here I wrote 600 to 1,000 words. We were to pick a particular niche, so I wrote down personal development. Like when I literally saw the rules guiding the challenge, I wrote down everything I needed, like so that I don't make a mistake, so that I don't write on personal development today and tomorrow I go and write on Christianity, and next tomorrow I write on teenage or adolescence and the likes. I needed to understand what I was going to talk about at the contest. So I wrote down the rules guiding the contest, especially the minimum of 600 words and maximum of 1,000 words. I wrote down my niche. I wanted to write on personal development. So I wrote down my niche, the niche I will be centering all my works, all my posts, all my submissions on. I wrote it down. And then I had to research on what personal development is all about. The truth is, I've always written on personal development, but you know, this is a contest. You have to be careful because in as much as I write on life, I write to motivate people, I write to inspire people, I want to define life substantially, I want to be the voice you listen to, I want to be the one you hear, because I am a voice of my pen, and that pen is from heaven. In as much as I love to do all this, it is important to note that in a contest like this, you should not be overconfident. You might think you know it and end up doing what is outside the rules for that contest. And imagine writing beautifully well, but you just ended up writing beautiful nonsense. It will be so painful and heartbreaking. So yes, I wrote down personal development, and then I researched on what personal development is all about. I'll say personal development is really broad. Yes, I'll say personal development is really broad because you can talk about business under personal development, you can talk about religion under personal development, you can talk about relationship under personal development, you can talk about life in general, how to be motivated, to yearn for more, how to acquire greatness, how to be successful in life. It's under personal development. You can educate people on certain stuff. It's under personal development. So I made research on what personal development is all about, and then I had to write down every single topic I can think about in personal development. Basically, I had to write down all I could think about. Yes, I wrote them here. I don't know if you can see them. So I wrote them, everything I could think about. I wrote them here. That was the research part. And then the content bank. This was my content bank. When I talk about research, I mean I researched on all that needs to be about personal development. I made sure I had the rules guiding the contest in my head. I wrote it down. Now, I will also say that during the contest, there were times I ran out of content. Give that to me. But the truth is, even when I ran out of content, I still found a way of getting content by the grace of God. Because, oh Lord, you know one thing about the contest? When you start the first day, you will feel fly, you feel high, you'll be like, oh my God, I just wrote something. Second day, third day, fourth day, by the time you get into the 7th day, it already gets into a week. By the time you get into the next week, the second week, you'll be like, God, can this thing just come to an end? But the truth is, in as much as it can be really stretching, make sure you have your plan. I don't know the rules for the next challenge, but please, if you will be participating in the next challenge, please do try to research on what is needed from you. Try to plan ahead of time. The day before the contest started was the day I wrote down a lot. I think I actually slept late. In as much as I had certain ideas pop up during the challenge, it did not make me, or sorry, I'll say it did not make my content bank irrelevant, because at some point I had to fall back on my content bank. And I will also say that it is not about winning. Yes, quote me right. It is very important you win, but it is not about winning. It's about what happens after the contest. It is about building relationships. Yes, BEWA's challenge is more like a content challenge where you have to write as well as make videos. Yes, but that's not the first one I will be attending. This is just a bonus. One of the things I did before BEWA Content Challenge was to build relationship. You need to build relationship with people. You have attended various online courses. After that particular course, after your time learning under a particular tutor or under a particular coach, what's next? Do you just leave the group and that's the end, and then you guys begin to act like you are competing with yourself online? No, try to build relationship. Try to engage with your colleagues' posts online. Just build the relationship. There are certain persons I interact with today online, not because we've known ourselves. Some of them we haven't even seen each other, but because we had cause to be fellow contestants at a particular challenge, we attended a particular course together, we did some stuff together online, we kept the relationship going. Yes, these ones will speak up for you someday, somehow. So it's very important you build relationship. If BEWA Content Challenge is your first challenge, yes, go in for the challenge. Not just BEWA, even if you're going in for a particular challenge online for the first time, go in for it. You have it at the back of your mind that it is beyond the challenge. Build relationship. You know, most of these challenges online will also need you to have high engagements. Some persons had beautiful posts, beautiful submissions, but they did not have high engagement. If that is your story, you need not to be annoyed. You need not to be angered or bitter against someone. Try and build relationships. Try and retain the relationship you've gotten from a particular course. Build on it. The relationship you get from a particular challenge, build on it. Go out for more challenges. Keep building relationships. It's very important to note that the purpose for you going for a particular challenge is not to go and build relationships. So yes, one of the importance of engaging in competitions online, especially if you're a writer, basically if you're a content creator, whether you sing, as long as you're a creative, it's very good for you to engage in contest competitions online. You are stretched. Actually, you are stretched beyond where you think you can go to. You are stressed. I literally had to make new posts, like new posts. I made new posts for BEWA. BEWA taught me how to wake up every blessed day of my life to make a new post that is completely different from the ones I have written before or I had written the day before. It is very important you engage in contests online, because you don't just run after the prize, you build yourself. Imagine being a writer and you don't know how to use your punctuations appropriately. You know, going for challenges like this, you see what other people are doing and you get this morale to just like, no, if this person can do this, then I can do even much better. So it's very important you just go out there, do the stuff that you need to do. It's very important you pursue the prize, but do remember that you have to build relationship. You are not fighting with your fellow contestants. You're not fighting with your fellow contestants. Basically, it is what happens after the challenge that matters. It says what happens after the challenge that matters. So yes, build relationships. Apart from building relationships, you will also train yourself. You will also train yourself on how to go about things. Maybe there's a way you used to hold your camera before. I'm very sure before BEWA Content Challenge, some persons do not know the difference between landscape and portraits in videoing, but BEWA Content Challenge taught a number of persons the difference between landscape videos and portrait videos. It's very important you go out there and yes, keep pursuing your dreams. You will be that person you pray to be, that person you dream of being, that person you admire in another person. I would like to stop the video here because in this video I just taught you, I just spoke to you about the things I did before BEWA Content Challenge. So I'm also going to talk to you in my next video. I'll be talking to you about the things I did during and after the content challenge, during and after the content challenge, during and after because that is the main challenge. That is when the main contest has started. God helped me. I give glory to God. I thank God for the opportunity to even see that there is a contest like BEWA. I'm so grateful to the pioneers of BEWA Brilliant Entrepreneurs and Writers Academy for setting up that challenge, because if they did not set up that particular challenge, maybe I would not be here talking about BEWA Content Challenge. You know what I mean? Yes. So in as much as you have heard all I've said today, it's not enough for you to just watch the videos and then give me a thumbs up. Please do implement. Do go right now and begin to draw your plans, begin to write out your content. What do you want to talk about? You know, before you even pick your niche, it's important to note that thing that bonds in you, that thing you love to talk about. It's also important to know the particular niche your idea is fixed in. Yes, it's important because some of us, we like to talk about adolescence, and then we put our niche as sexual purity, whereas when you talk about adolescents, you're talking about them doing well in their academics. You're talking about adolescents abstaining from sexual immorality. You're talking about adolescents abstaining from drug abuse. You're talking about adolescents being respectful, but then you're putting your content under sexual purity niche, which is not appropriate. So before you also go for this, try and understand what niche you are in. And yes, I know you've learned a lot from this. I wish you will. In my next video, I'll be talking about the things I did during BEWA Content Challenge and the things I did after BEWA Content Challenge. It would be nice to have you on board. Do subscribe, do like, and comment below. I'll be in the comment section to engage with your comments. Bye-bye.